Hey everybody, it's Tessa, and this video is going to be talking about how to make like a reborn nursery, how to kind of spruce it up, and how to kind of do some DIY projects so that everything's a little bit cheaper and some things are not permanent. So that's better for people that don't want to damage their walls, don't want to paint them, don't really want to do an entire room devoted to their babies. This is even great just for like a little section or like a little corner of our bedroom or something. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I did mine, because pretty much the majority of the decorations and some of the furniture even in here is DIY. I made it myself and I came up with the ideas, and I'm going to be sharing them with you so that you guys can do it as well. So first of all, quick tips. I'll kind of give little ones throughout the video, but the first one is don't buy anything brand new. That is my first tip, because honestly, you can find so many nice things that are in such great like quality and are in such great condition and are such high quality at like secondhand stores. So I don't necessarily mean like Salvation Army or anything, but I have Once Upon a Child near my house and it is a secondhand child and baby clothing furniture and supply store. So that's where I got pretty much all of my furniture. Ask friends and family if they have anything that you can use also. So like for example, sorry, I'm just like talking to a camera and you guys are staring at nothing. My bassinet I got for $35, normally $100 brand new, and it is in such great condition. I love it, and I cut it like more than half. I got it so cheap. So be sure to look around for things like that. Don't just get overwhelmed and think, you know, oh, I'm getting a Reborn and I want all this stuff, so I'm going to buy it all brand new, because it's honestly a big waste of money. So anyways, I'm going to pick you guys up. You're on the tripod. There we are. And the first thing that I'm going to talk to you guys about is my walls. So I might actually move you guys a little bit closer. Put you guys like that. So I have a calendar right there. But this stuff right here, this Winnie the Pooh, and Tigger and all of that, that pattern, that is gift wrap. And let's move you up a little bit. It is seriously gift wrap. So it is wrapping paper that I got at Walmart for $4.99 a roll, but there is much cheaper stuff out there that you can even find at dollar stores. And it is like literally, it is masking taped to my wall. So it's basically the same as if you were to put a poster up, but it looks so nice. And I just put it on the bottom half. There's the top half, and then this stuff goes all the way down to the floor. So it is just basically taped up there. My dad did that for me, and we used about 4 rolls, so about $20 for all of the wrapping paper, which is a super, super great deal. You can use any pattern you want. I chose Pooh Bear because I love Pooh Bear and thought it'd be a nice theme, but there's all kinds, and there's like Hello Kitty and Dora and Sesame Street and all kinds of different patterns that you guys can do. And then what we also did is, let's see if I can find a seam. I don't know where a seam is, because we matched each thing up. So with each different roll of paper, we matched up the pictures so that it would look like it was just one continuous pattern. So this pattern is, I think it's like more like a baby shower type wrapping paper, but it fits. So I thought it was so cute. And then this stuff right here, that is ribbon that I got at Michael's, and it is just plain white with some black stitching. There are hundreds of different designs of ribbon, and I got it on sale for $2.99 a roll, and I used about 6 rolls, so it was cheap, cheap, cheap. And we stapled that to the walls. You can see if I can zoom in. There's a little staple right there. Whoa, there's like stuff on my lens. But there's a little staple. So we did staple that to the wall. That's a little bit more permanent, and it does leave holes in your walls. But even if, you know, make sure that you talk to your parents, or if you're already an adult, you can just make the decision for yourself. If you know how to fill those holes, or if you own your house and don't mind them, then it doesn't matter. But another alternative is, again, to tape the ribbon to the wall. There are lots of strong tapes that are safe for paint, and so even like I did it around the bottom of the floor as well, but I took it off because it was coming off, because I just used kind of crappy Scotch tape. But there are masking tapes and duct tapes for walls, and painter's tapes and all kinds of stuff that you can use. So that is a super cheap alternative, and it looks like a border, and it is wonderful, and it is so cute. Next thing, you can see some Winnie the Pooh decals that I have there. I got those for $7.99, so about $8 at Home Depot. It was either Home Depot or Rona, which are 2 Canadian hardware stores. I don't know about what you guys have, but they're basically just stickers, and they peel off easily, so no paint comes off. They're meant for walls, meant for kids' rooms. Those were super cheap as well. On eBay, you can find all kinds of different wall decals that are just stick-on. They can add a really nice touch to the walls, and they don't damage the paint or leave marks or anything. And they're waterproof, so if you do wash your walls or wipe them down every now and again to get rid of dust or marks or whatever, they're completely waterproof. And they're nice and sticky, so they stay up and they're not like peeling, because they're good quality. Next thing, let's see if I can show you guys. You can see that I have a border about 3-4 inches, probably around 3.5 or whatever, away from my ceiling. And I'm actually going to lift you guys up so you can see it. What is that on my lens? I don't know what that is, but there is that. And that is also, move you guys back down. Sorry, this is mostly a talking video, but it's the best way to explain it. We got 1 pack because I only did 2 walls, and it was around $8, I think. But again, there are so many of them. My parents were kind of hesitant about a border because I had a Bratz border when I was a kid in my bedroom, and it was one that you actually have to like wet and stick, so it's like permanent, you have to scrape it off. But this one that we found, it's a sticker, basically. It's just the same as the wall decals. It's just a sticker. So when I want that down, I can just peel it off. And that is pretty much all of that I wanted to tell you guys for the walls. Sorry, I had to move the bouncer out of my way. Next thing, alright, is my changing table. And the border kind of ties into my changing table, so that's why I'm going to move on to that next. This is my changing table. Of course, when I start filming it, it's like crooked, but what it basically is, you guys can see it there. It's not a real changing table at all, because I find that lots of changing tables can be expensive. If you're not really into making your own, then you by all means go ahead and get one at a secondhand store. But I figured that I already have these supplies, so might as well just make my own. So because I moved my nursery down into my rumpus room, or my basement, my dad finished a room for me down here, I didn't have a bed like I did in my bedroom to change the babies on, so I needed somewhere to change them. So I made this. So basically, I took a blanket, a Winnie the Pooh blanket, of course, and then I took some other blankets. I'm going to go from top to bottom. And I rolled them up. As you can see, this is just a little sausage of blankets to make a little bumper against the wall, because I thought that that looked really cute and would protect any heads or limbs smashing into the wall. And then basically this blanket is just put over this plastic drawer container thing that I got at Rona for I think around $9 or $10 it was about. It's fairly large, so it fits even Delaney, and she's like a 9-month, so it's fairly large. This is by Sterilite, I believe is how you pronounce it. The top is just white. And this is a blanket I got at Walmart. I think it was 12 bucks, but you can get cheaper blankets. So I decided to use that as my changing table because it's perfect, like width and everything. And then what I did, because it was a little bit too low on the ground, I had to bend over to change them. I took, there is some stuff in the garbage over there, but let's see, right here, that is actually a large plastic tub that is around the same width as the drawers, and I had it already. It didn't have anything in it, so I basically put a blanket over it, and then I put the drawers on top of it, and it gave it some nice height, and then kind of made it look a little bit more babyish because it has the nice soft blanket on it. As for the drawers, I had leftovers from the border, and again I said it's just a sticker, so I cut them to size and I stuck them on the drawers. They are absolute perfect size and they make everything kind of matchy-matchy, but you can totally leave them clear. You can put other stickers on there, you can put things on the inside to kind of keep them secret if you want to, if it's in your room. So that is how I made my changing table. Very, very, very simple, and it's very nice because I can really have a space to change all my babies. Amberly, she's up there, right there. She is around 18 months and she's a little bit big for this, so just make sure that you're taking into consideration the sizes of the reborns that you have when you are making your changing table. So, next thing that I was going to mention is I would suggest you come up with a theme. My theme was Winnie the Pooh, like you have noticed, but there are hundreds of different themes that babies could use, even if you wanted to just choose a color scheme or something. I think it just kind of gives you somewhere to start to kind of make everything kind of match. Can't believe we're already at 12 minutes, but we're just going to keep going. And I kind of chose Winnie the Pooh not only because I love Winnie the Pooh, but because it's so easy to find Winnie the Pooh items. And there are lots of different selection for them, and plus Walmart is where I usually shop, and their main kind of baby theme that they have there is Winnie the Pooh. So if you like Winnie the Pooh, go ahead, I don't mind, go ahead, use it, make a nursery that's Winnie the Pooh themed, do whatever you like, but I would suggest to come up with a theme. So moving on, I'm gonna back y'all up a little bit. This is my shelving unit that I got from a neighbor. It is from IKEA. Let's move you over. This was very DIY, build it yourself, not heavy. I actually built it with my dad, but it was very, very, very simple. And so it's a really nice unit because there's so much space and it doesn't take up an insane amount of room, plus everything's kind of open. So it's nice for when you kind of have a smaller space for your reborns. So I've got all kinds of things on there. I've got all my, pretty much everything Reborn related that isn't really clothes I have in there. This, let's see, this right here, this little green box right there, I got that from IKEA for 6 bucks, and it basically folds into a box, and I put all of my clothes that I have taken off of my reborns to fold or wash or do whatever I'm going to do with them, and that's a really great thing, and I got that from IKEA too. So moving up a little bit, you can see that on my top shelf, I actually have a couple of babies up there that I don't regularly play with or kind of do skits with or make videos with. So I just put them up there because they're in their costumes and they look really sweet. Amberly is in her Tigger costume, Jesse's in his jack-o'-lantern costume, I have a little love cub, and then Bethany is in her fairy costume. So I have some babies up there too. They're nicely protected. It's a nice big shelf for them to sit on. So that is that. Next thing, last thing almost, that I'm going to be talking about is over here. So this is my pack and play. I've always wanted a crib, but the pack and play is really nice for the toddlers, and I already had it from my niece, so I didn't buy anything new, but this is a really nice, I would suggest anybody, if you've got more than one reborn, I would suggest getting a pack and play. Probably with the bassinet attachment if you can. This is like from 2001 or something, so it doesn't have that, but I would suggest it because you can fold it up, it's easy to transport, it's easy to move, and so I would definitely suggest it. Plus it's a really nice prop for when you're making videos and stuff. So I think that is almost the last thing. If I forget anything, I'll put a little note or something at the end of the video. But one of the last things that I wanted to mention to everybody, I know that there's some stuff on my floor I need to vacuum, and I have an extension cord over there, but my carpet. This carpet is indoor-outdoor chocolate brown carpet. So normally this is just a concrete floor because this is in my basement. But we got this to kind of make it a little bit more cozy down here, not make it as cold. And this was a super cheap alternative, indoor-outdoor. It's easy to roll up. It's not really stuck onto the floor or anything. That is a really good alternative. I think it came to only about $50, $60 to do the whole room. Not just even the nursery area, but the whole room. Plus, if you want, you can get little rugs and stuff to put on the floor if you're not doing a whole room, because it's kind of tough just to buy a little square of rug for one corner. So you can always buy a rug, or a square of carpet, so you can always buy a rug. I think that is pretty much it. All that I wanted to really point out to you guys about the nursery. A couple other little tips is you can get hooks similar to these ones. I'll show you. To hang on the wall. These have yet to be hung, but they're really great for hangers. When you go shopping at Carter's or at any baby store, keep the hangers. They offer for me to keep the hangers, and I always do because it's a pain in the butt to find baby hangers. So I just keep the hangers, the little plastic ones, because they're just nice. I don't need them to look super nice, but you can always decorate them if you want or whatever. Maybe I have a little box. I got that at Michael's for $2, and it has all my glues and food coloring and magnets and stuff in there. That's a good alternative to keep all your little supplies. They're called photo boxes for me. These little boxes, they're great for storage, great for different things. And what else? I think that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe I'll show you guys little Mia. She's in there. There we are. She's looking so sweet. She's in her little basket. But yeah, so thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that I could help some of you, because I have been asked some questions about my nursery and figured I might as well just get to making a video about it. I realize that this is really long. We're almost at 18 minutes, and usually people don't sit through videos like that. So if you have watched till the end of this video, comment below and I will, I don't know, I'll subscribe to you or give you a shout out or something, because this has been fairly long. And you can share this video if you want to with some other reborn people, because I think it would help people, because I haven't really found any videos on how to make a reborn nursery. So those are just some tips for everybody. And again, like I said, hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, request, and comment if you would like. And I will talk to everybody later. Bye!